Hello BookTube, this is Kelly and this is my channel Books I'm Not Reading. Congratulations to all of you who are participating in BookTube-a-thon. You look really tired, but I hope you're getting a lot of reading done. I have been very inspired by the way some of you have tried to find extra time during the day to read. I saw somebody who had a book on their phone and so they could kind of like sneak read a little bit at work once in a while, which I thought was hilarious. Anyway, so today I have a little haul actually, which is unusual for me. Most of the time if people offer me books or there's a book sale, or I really enjoy browsing books, but again, I'm still kind of in that place where I'm not necessarily open to taking on more books. By the way, I'm filming this in Jason's library, and it is his library. Don't believe what he says. Even though it's in our house, it's his library. But yeah, so it's already full. Like there's no room, so we really don't need to be taking more books on. But we went to see my parents, and I think I've mentioned before that my parents have books everywhere. That was the case growing up, and that is the case now. So the last time we recently went to see them, and they kind of were like, we just started having this conversation. There were some books that they were going to get rid of that they offered to Jason and I, and then I don't know, we just kind of started moving to a couple of different bookshelves in the house. But I mean, my parents have like 3 shelves of books in the garage. I found a thesaurus in there once, which still, I just, like, how often do you need a thesaurus in the garage? I don't know. Kind of the mechanical room in between the house and the garage, there's bookshelves in there, books next to giant cans of nails and boxes of cake mix, and there's books, you know. The guest bedrooms have books everywhere. They're everywhere. So anyway, I just decided, I think probably from having this channel I was a little more open, a little more receptive, and we had some really great conversations about books, which doesn't always happen with my parents, so that was good. Anyway, so I'll start off. This one is a little lighter than the others, but yeah, this was one of the books they were donating. They actually had 2 John le Carre, however you say his name. Great author. I haven't read this one, and I actually really don't even know very much about what it's about, but I thought it might be a really good winter read. So they also had a copy of The Night Manager, but Jason and I got a copy of that at a library book sale quite a while, well, like a year or something ago, and it's in like mint condition, so yeah, we got it for $1, $2, I don't know. Anyway, next to nothing. So I let The Night Manager paperback go, but I did get this, so I'm excited. I thought it was fun. The next book, ironically, I purchased it. So this is Bird Songs, 250 North American Birds in Song, and it's actually a really great book. My grandmother loved birds, had bird feeders all over the place, and just took tremendous enjoyment from it. And Jason and I, now that we have our own home, we got a bird feeder out this year, and we've been really enjoying it. But anyway, so my parents were like, you bought this for Grandma, and now you're getting it back. So anyway, it's really cool. The way it works is there are numbers. Oh, I just kind of tore it a little bit. Oh well, that's what happens, right? So there's numbers for Clark's Nutcracker, for all these different birds, and then over here on the side is like an audio feature that will play. So I'm just going to see what it's on, what bird. So 206. So, okay, so we're going to listen to the song of a Barn Swallow. And I figure if nothing else, it'll be really fun to kind of play with the cat. The cat might attack the book. I don't know. So anyway, like I said, I bought it and I got it back, but that's okay. And my grandmother was a very, very special woman, and she will always, yes, be inspiring to me, and especially when it comes to books. The next book is so beautiful on the exterior. I think I mentioned, I'm not sure, my mom was an art teacher, and she has tons of, there's so many coffee table books, mainly because, you know, that's how a lot of art books just come, but we also have, you know, they also have like ancient civilizations and all kinds of different things. But anyway, one of the artists that my mother really taught me to love is Andrew Wyeth, and so this is a collection of some of his works, and I think some of the there's photographs in here as well, and I think so that's like more kind of some of the inspiration. Oh wow, oops, I just dropped Wash the House. So, I mean, it's just breathtaking. So, yeah, you know, the exterior. Oh, the exterior. Adventures in BookTube. So, you know, the outside, not that great. I do have another coffee table book of Andrew Wyeth, and I read a biography about him in the past. So I saved the best for last. One of my parents' bookcases seems to be focused on rare books, although there is no real organizational system in the house. And it's in one of the guest bedrooms. So we just ended up talking. We just ended up standing in front of this bookcase talking about some of the different books. I did take a book there that I'm not going to feature here because I want to, that's going to be a separate video. So, however, I can't believe they gave this to us, but this is an old copy of The Wind in the Willows. And I think it was, my dad was a librarian, so my guess is like they were reading shelves or whatever, and he took this, I don't know, maybe, you know, it's with my family, it's really hard to tell like who had what book and that sort of thing. This was published in 1933, the original copyright's 1908. But it has illustrations in it, and I love, this is probably my favorite part, is a map. You can see a rat's house, otter's house, the wild wood. I just love this. And Jason and I actually own a copy of The Wind in the Willows, but there is just something kind of special about this. These are characters that we really love, and if you have not read The Wind in the Willows, oh my gosh, like you must read it, because I don't know enough about the history of the book to know if he wrote it for children. I know that's who it's marketed to, but I think it's very much it's definitely one of those books that crosses over. And unlike other books that we've talked about on this channel, I don't think this book ever, like whatever point in your life you're reading it in, like it's still good. It holds up. So I didn't read it as a child. I read it as an adult and loved it. Loved it, loved it. And I know, like I said, it's 2 copies. Do we really need it? No, but it's kind of special. So anyway, we have bird songs, some Andrew Wyeth, so a little art. We have a classic copy of The Wind in the Willows, and some spying going on with Russia House. So anyway, this was kind of my little raid, as Jason calls it, at my parents' house. There definitely were books that we were eyeing, but I know my parents are not ready to let go of yet. So, and you know, they may end up in someone else's hands, which is fine. There are plenty of books in my parents' house to go around. So it was kind of fun to be willing to take some books back, and yeah. So I'm very lucky to come from a family that values books so much. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and again, I hope that those of you who are doing Booktubeathon are having a great experience. I also really want to thank Jasmine's Reads for her shout out. I greatly appreciate that. I will link her channel down below. If you have not watched Jasmine's channel, I think she is one of the nicest people ever. If we had a booktube Miss Congeniality, Jasmine's the winner. So I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a buddy read with her in September. We're going to read Catcher in the Rye and see if, you know, does it hold up like some things do or not. So that'll be fun. But anyway, I hope to make some more videos really soon. I have a lot of ideas, but I need to finish some stuff too. So gosh, always trying to find that balance between reading and you know, keeping content on the channel. So I'd love to hear if these are any books you're familiar with or authors. Have you read Wind in the Willows and loved it? You know, what kind of books were in your house growing up and that you snuck off the shelf, that sort of thing. So, all right, thanks so much, BookTube. Have a great night.